Hi and good afternoon, everybody. I'm just looking at the time there. It is afternoon, right? I've decided to get a YouTube channel up and running. I teach the subject of self-realization, but I've been not doing what I've been called to do actually, as this subject is a calling subject. I due to 2019, unfortunately, my son was murdered. I hazard a guess he was murdered to try and stop me doing my job. Actually, it transpires, but anyway, that's for another video. So I've had my son was murdered, followed by 2 years of illness, followed by 2 years of spiritual oppression, and till the point now I'm ready to go back to work. I'm ready to get out there. I can't get out of the house for one thing and another at the moment. I will explain further. But, I can make videos. I can help people online over the telephone via video link or whatever other means I can use at home. Anyway, just a brief, because this is a bit of a specialised subject, and I say specialised because most of the majority of people have not heard about it, and it's such a shame to not hear about it. Anyway, let me just begin to give you a bit of a background to it. As we enter into one of the darkest chapters of human history, dark I feel because of the murder rate that's gone up, for everything that's transpiring that should have helped us is transpiring to be corrupt. For one, the police. We've all heard the corruption in the news, whether it be in America or in the UK. Now, I do find it imperative that we relearn how to discern the truth from the deceit and corruption we are now often faced with. Who we once took for granted as being trusted professionals and governing bodies, it appears are turning out to be the ones we should fear the most. The higher up in the authority a person or organisation is, the more corrupt they seem to be. From politicians to the police, doctors, teachers, therapists and the like, just who can we trust, and how has this happened? Society in general has forgotten how to love. That's the top and bottom of it all. From the constant conditioning we face of what another deems to be true, we then operate from utter falsehood. Conditioning is from your parents, conditioning is from your peers, conditioning from any education system, that hasn't taught you to be independent and creative yourself. So constant conditioning that we face. We then operate from utter falsehood. The days have long gone when people think for themselves. The conditioned mind rules the heart, and we forget the very existence of who we are. Compassion for others and a genuine love for life has been swapped for mind control. We consider the further from the truth we are, the better we must be. So, how do we navigate through this utter dilemma and learn to see who each person is before deception can occur? It would be beneficial to all of us, wouldn't it, if we could do that? Well, we can. The truth can only come from love, and the remembrance that love needs nothing to succeed, because when it is found itself it's complete. It cares not about the world around it, as it is untouchable. love cannot be destroyed. Can you remember your first love, for example? This doesn't have to be with a person, maybe a vocation, or even a gift given by someone special to you, or a child's favourite toy. Could anyone at that time in your life have swayed you to not believe that you were in love? Could they have separated you from the truth of that love that you felt? I learned my greatest lessons from love. In reality, there is no other teacher. When love is not present and acting from false pretenses, it will use every trick in the book to deceive us. When it doesn't come from a place of love, it comes from a place of ego. And ego tricks us. Okay. And it plays on our lack of love. It plays on us, and it can make us question our very own mortality. Love comes from truth, and both can only come from the heart. But sadly, most of humanity operates from the mind-driven self. I like the saying, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. But if we have to feel that ourselves, I have no motive in life but to promote love. As in that love, I have all that, I need. But if I do not promote from love, then who am I? Not very genuine, am I? You know, for example, if we get tradesmen these days, we've got people calling themselves all sorts. I'm a painter, I'm a gardener. These are the most recent ones that I've had. These people aren't trained to be that. There is no passion there, so they have not educated and trained themselves even. They're just after your money, actually. As with lots of trades out there. You know, I can call a plumber up. I think I did do not long ago. It was around Christmas time, probably about a year ago or so. And he wanted £120 to replace a plastic pipe outside. £120. This was 2 years ago, actually. Prices of things have even tripled now, haven't they? But, you know, you should get a tradesman, you should get a plumber around who loves doing the job, who likes to help people. You know, if it's his vocation in life, it comes from love. And, you know, we don't mind giving a backhand, do we? Have 20 quid here, 20 quid there. It took the man all of 3 minutes. But anyway, we're faced with that all the time, aren't we? Anyway, it was Socrates in the 5th century, which was a hell of a long time ago, wasn't it? Who told us to know thyself. This is what he wrote, to know thyself. In the beginning, you know, because that is wisdom when you know yourself. Just how clever was he, eh? But we've not followed any examples, have we? From past people that have tried to educate us. Because we fall into the traps of conditioned systems. And we think we're evolving. That gives you a brief outline to my self-realisation. I will be making other videos because, like I say, it's a subject that goes into depth. It goes into all areas of life, but it helps with all areas of life. When you know yourself, you know everybody else. It's as simple as that. You know when you're being conned, you know when you're being tricked. And I will explain how to access yourself in the next video if you'd like to follow. It's quite simple. You can't be lost. You can only be hidden from the truth of who you are. Please follow the videos because it might help you. Okay, thank you.